I don't know. It's so cool that a stranger. Oh my god, my alarm.
Every time. That's usually right before it, though.
It's so cool
That's
that
so
it's
funny.
it's so cool. It's so cool. This episode, we're talking about VR.
Yep. VR. Honestly, I didn't think I would ever get into it, but
Why
I was
not?
gifted a VR headset by the one and only Fewocious for Christmas. I've been playing on that. I probably played, just messed around on it for, I don't know, like 8 hours yesterday.
8 hours?
Probably
Oh my
throughout the day,
goodness.
just like my face had like a red ring around it at the end.
Did you get a headache?
A little bit. I was like, it wasn't really a headache. It was more like it felt like I was still kind of in VR, and it's just a
Uh-oh,
really
he's
weird
getting
feeling.
sucked in.
Dude, a part of me was like, I'll just live in here. Why even come out?
That's a dangerous gift. After we did
Have,
that episode where we got that clip of us talking about VR and how I used it for my New York project, and JW said, no, I never tried it. That day, I was like, this is my mission. I need to get JW a VR headset. And so I texted you. I said, JW, what's your address? I want to send you a shirt. So you gave me your address. And I said, Mwahaha. He has no idea. But then I was like, oh, wait, I never asked him his shirt size. Uh-oh. This is...
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, really? I was like, he's going to
so
be suspicious. I never asked his shirt size, but I asked for his address.
so funny. I didn't even think about that. And I remember maybe on like episode 2, you said like you had a whole bunch of these shirts that no one bought, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, you're gonna send me some reject shirts? Like, okay, like I'm down, whatever. And that's all I was expecting. And then yesterday, like you said it was supposed to be here like next Friday or something. Like I get this package at my door, right? And I'm so confused. It has my name on it. I had no idea where it came from. Yeah, I was worried like I was gonna open one of my gifts by accident, like from my parents or something. I open it up, VR headset. I was supposed to leave, like meet up with my girlfriend at the time. Had to put that bad boy on, try it out real quick. It's incredible. It like I can't believe I haven't done it before. Like I don't even know how to explain the feeling. When you got yours for the first time, this is what I did. Like as soon as I got it all set up, I like loaded in like the roller coaster videos
Mhm.
and then like made my whole family try it.
Were they like, what the heck?
Yeah. My brother gets really bad motion sickness and he just about fell.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had to stop him before he like fell and broke the brand new VR headset.
Did you bump
I would have
into
cried.
anything?
No. It's I got a nice little bit of space in my like living room.
Dude, I bumped into everything. I bumped into my easel. I bumped into my bed. I bumped into my desk. I know you're supposed
Right.
to set the guidelines, which
Yep.
I did, but I was like, I want more space. I want to walk around. And then I
I did
bumped
that
into
too,
everything.
yeah. Dude, I really like the videos. That's like been most of what I've been doing recently. I was swimming with whale sharks, or no, just whales, not whale sharks. So like these giant whales, right? I'm in the ocean, huge whale swimming next to me. And then my brother pokes me
Oh
and
my
I like
God.
scream. I literally was
Did
like,
you feel like you died? Ah!
dude, like everyone else was like getting pretty into it, but like I would get so into it, like I get freaked out. Like everyone has this experience, but it's amazing. It really is like the future.
I swear. It's... Did you download apps?
Yeah, I got I think Tilt Brush. I got that one, which we could do a whole episode on. That is insane. Have you
So
ever
you
used that
tried
one?
it? Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely like it's taking some time to get used to and like understand the controls. But like I want to make a whole piece in there and like see what that looks like.
Dude, I drew my first line, a little scribble, and just to walk around a scribble you did is the craziest feeling in the universe.
Yeah. And then you can grab the scribble, make it as big as an elephant, walk around it, hop inside of the line, like, and then there's like a million different types of brushes, and they're like all these fun, like you can do like a rainbow brush, a diamond brush, so it literally makes like these like diamond shaped objects. There's this really cool one. It makes triangles, and like I use triangles in my work all the time.
Mhm.
I don't even have to draw them anymore. Yeah,
I'm excited to see how you use that because for me, it was just, I'm going to draw a face. But you do, like, you could draw like a building. Like, you could make
yeah.
a JW building. I don't even know how that would look. That you could walk inside it, dude,
I didn't even think about inside. I was just thinking
because
about yeah, the outside.
you don't have to color both sides, you know? So you would just draw
Yep.
like the outside structure, like origami.
Yep.
And then you walk inside. Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's a lot there. I'm so excited to put it back on right after this.
What else did you get?
um Dude, I got this dinosaur game.
A dinosaur game?
Um
That sounds so scary.
well, I don't think it's a game. It's like their Jurassic Park made a VR thing where like you're basically like you have the point of view of like a velociraptor and then like a T-Rex comes.
That sounds so scary, dude.
Bro, I get so into it. Like I feel like I get into it more than my family. And I was getting freaked out, man. Like that T-Rex was about to get me, bro. Like
The sound and everything, like when something is thrown at you or something gets really close to your face, it feels real. Like the only thing that doesn't
yeah.
feel real is the maybe like warmth. That's the only thing.
Yep.
But besides that, it's like I can hear it, I can see it, I'm scared.
Have you tried any of the horror game ones?
No way. I got scared of my boxing game. If I tried a horror game, I would like break everything in my room. If I did a horror game, I would have to have more space. There's no way I could do that in my room. Did you?
I tried one of the videos, not the games yet. And it was this one where like you're in this like there's like all these like bodies on the wall, like on hooks, and then there's like these like scary ghost girls come out of this like
Mm-mm.
hallway and like attack you.
Mm-mm. Were you scared?
I was not doing good, dude. Not doing good.
And you like, okay, you can pause the game, but it's in your eyes. So
Yeah.
like in a TV, you can cover your eyes and not look or look away.
Yep.
But in VR, you can't cover your eyes
Yeah.
and you forget to take off your headset because it's your eyes. So you're like, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, you get so used to it too. And like if you go to like turn around to like hide for something, there's something crazy happening there too. Like there's no escaping. It's a bizarre feeling.
I want to try that. If it's a video, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. So you mentioned Quill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find it, but Tilt
Dude, you
Brush
couldn't
seems
find
pretty good
Quill.
though. Maybe I think I'm spelling it right. I don't know.
Quill.
Yeah.
You couldn't find it? Are you
I
sure?
don't know.
Dude,
I'll
it's
give it
free.
another look.
I like Quill more than Tilt Brush.
Really?
Because Quill, on your arm, you have like a thing, and you can like, it looks like Procreate on your arm, and
Oh
you can
wow.
like adjust. Because Tilt Brush is a little bit confusing to me. I found it confusing, and it's
Yeah.
more like fun. I know you can make like amazing things, but to me, it was more like animated things and things moving. And I don't know, it just didn't fit me. But Quill was bare bones, like just the tools you need on your arm. and you
Right.
like you're drawing, and then you like look at your arm, and you press, oh, I want to use this color, I want to make it bigger, and it's just very bare bones, basic. Um, I like it. There's also an animating feature which I didn't use because it looked confusing. There's instructions on the screen, but I said I'm not reading that. I want to draw.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think you should try Quill. You might like Tilt Brush better, but Quill's free anyway, so why not try it?
Yeah, why not, right? Have you ever done anything like in VR and then like brought it to a different program or something? Like, how does that work?
I haven't. It should be not that hard, I don't think, because they're art programs. Um, I know the sculpting ones, it's really easy to transfer, but these I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah, because I want to start like I don't know, like maybe tokenize one of them. Like
Dude, that'd be
I,
crazy. Especially, you know how in Super Rare people upload their object files,
I
where you
love
can
those.
move it around.
Yeah.
If you drew something that you could move around, that would be so sick. Like, what the heck? JW
Yeah.
made a 3D thingy, even if it's like 2D, but you can still move it. I feel like that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, because all my work is very 3D. Like usually it's a 3D object. That's the focus of the painting, right? So if I can like actually create a 3D object that people can navigate and like walk around, like the infinity apartment, if I were to do that in 3D, what would that look like? Like
Imagine you could walk around the Infinity apartment, dude.
that's huge. That
Dude,
like
dude.
just this happens to like everything I like every medium I do for the first time. It's so refreshing. Like I
Mhm.
get all these brand new ideas and ways to go about my work. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a VR headset, highly recommend it.
Highly, highly recommend. Did you try the sculpting apps?
I have not yet. Those ones look pretty fun though.
I want to try them because so I tried Blender. I have Blender on my computer, and I have, I think, ZBrush. I don't know the name. And I tried sculpting, but I don't know. You're like staring at the screen, and I don't know. I feel less connected to it because it's a flat screen and you have to rotate using your mouse or your tablet pen.
Right.
And I imagine with VR, sculpting in VR, because drawing in VR is just like this. So I imagine if you're sculpting like with your hands in VR and you don't have to rotate using a mouse, you can just walk around it. I feel like that would make sculpting way easier.
Yeah, totally. I had the same experience where I think it's called Putty 3D. It's like
Yeah, I
a
have that on my iPad. Yeah.
yeah, and it's really fun, but it's like half the time I don't know what I'm doing, and then I like rotate the canvas,
Uh-huh.
and I realize like, oh, I just gave my statue a huge nose because like I couldn't see all the angles. So if I'm like walking around, actually more realistically sculpting something, like that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I would love to try that. And then paint it in 3D. Like, what? I feel I should try that. I don't know why I haven't yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't. I'm gonna beat you to it.
Dude, go ahead. I want to see what you make. If you make like a little building, you just and then scale it up. Yeah, because you don't even have to draw like in real life. You have to sculpt really
Yeah,
big things, but you could make a tiny little infinity apartment and then blow it up, and it'll
yep.
still be really clear and not blurry.
Yeah, I probably spent most time in that drawing app. What was it called again?
Tilt brush.
Yeah, Tilt Brush. Just like that's when I like really saw that VR is something else. Like, well, from the start, I did like installing the updates. I had the headset on, right?
Mm-hmm.
It literally just has a screen, and then behind it has like bubbles flowing. And it was like update 1 of 2, and I'm just like amazed that I'm in like this bubble world. Like right from the start, it like blew my mind.
Yeah, when I set mine up, it was just a little butterfly. and you have to use your controller and make it land on your hand. And if you shake your hand, it'll fly off.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh my God, this is the future. Just this little butterfly. There was nothing else on my screen. And I don't know. Like, imagine if you put your finger out and the butterfly landed on you and you could feel it. And you could feel the VR. Like, that would be so nuts if you could feel stuff in VR. That's scary, but also
I don't even
exciting.
know. Yeah. I definitely get a little scared. Not like I don't think we're gonna turn to the Matrix like anytime soon. But it's more like a personal thing where it's like I got the iPad, I got like all the apps on my laptop. I have Procreate, I have like VR, and it's like how far away from physical painting do I want to go? You know, like yeah, it's really a tough thing for me to navigate. Like all these things are amazing, but it's still like I want to still have a physical presence as well.
Yeah.
So that's been like the hardest thing, not like limited to VR, but I think just like including all this new tech into my like process. Do you ever feel like that? Like you're just living on the internet, you know, when you don't paint for a while?
Definitely. I've been feeling that a lot lately. Um, just doing so many projects and working on so many collections. Um, I want to finish these and just get back to painting. I just want to get paint on my clothes, get it on my hands, get like just touch the canvas. Like I just want to touch things. So yeah, I've been feeling that a lot lately. At least working on the iPad, you feel this sort of closeness because you can hold the iPad and like move it
Yeah,
around, but it's still so different from getting paint on you and smelling
totally.
the paint. Smell is a lot. Imagine you're
Do
playing that dinosaur
you,
game and you can smell like the dinosaur.
do what would a dinosaur smell like?
I know. What do dinosaurs smell like?
That's funny you mentioned smell though, because that's like something that gets me like brand new canvas have that like really nice wood smell that gets me so like
Mm-hmm.
nostalgic and like hyped up to paint. It's such a weird feeling, but like smell with art is actually huge. Like the smell of my paint, like I have some paint that smells super weird. I think it's like rotten acrylic or something. Like it's actually bad. But like if I smell that, I just remember like last summer because like that's when I bought it or something. Like I never thought about that, but like smell, yeah, that's weird.
Or do you ever walk into an art store and you're like, this smells like art store? Like, I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah,
Like, you get a big whiff as soon
totally.
as you walk in.
Yeah. Oh, or old paint water. That is not a good smell though. That's
Mm-mm.
not a nostalgic smell.
No. But there's still a charm. Like, I feel like even the gross things, it's just like something about this. I'm happy
Yeah,
that this is part. I love it.
totally. Yeah, and I think like obviously you're not going to get that with Procreate,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like that doesn't mean they're better. Um,
Right.
I think for me though, seeing a tangible collection of my work, that's what I'm used to, right? So like not having physical paintings is like kind of weird to me. And so like I think I need to find a better balance, you know?
Same. You know what I want to get into? I wanted to buy a 3D printer. I want to so bad, except I don't work in 3D, so I can't justify the purchase. However,
Right.
um, like No Paradigms, I think he has a 3D printer,
Yep.
and I always see him post him using it, and I'm like, I'm so jealous. I want one so bad just to print whatever I want.
Yeah. And like with the VR headset, like I got the Quest 2 and like 5 years ago or whatever, when they first came out, they were like 2 grand or something, right?
Mhm,
And now they're like reasonably affordable.
mhm.
So like you could probably find a decently cheap 3D printer.
Yeah.
Like
Like
I
I
love
was
his little
thinking,
bears.
yeah.
Like such a great idea, especially pairing them with an NFT. Like you print off your NFT and then whoever gets it gets a physical copy too.
I'm pretty sure that's what. Do you know Artifact Studios?
I don't know. Maybe.
They made the Tesla shoe, and it went on super
Oh
rare.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I was talking to them, and for some of their stuff that they do, so there is they're really cool. They're so interesting. I was like, whoa, you guys are real. What they have is the digital shoe, like that you can move around and look at. But also, I don't know how they do this, but it's like AR, augmented reality, where you'll put your phone up and look at your shoes, like, oh, look at these shoes. And it'll show as if you're wearing the shoes that they made. Like, oh, I'm wearing
Wow.
the Tesla shoes. And it looks really good. It doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
And also, what they do is they print, like, they make the shoes. Like, they have it digitally, but they also make the shoes,
Right.
like a 1-out-of-1 shoe. And it looks super cool. And I just love that whole a crazy digital thing that doesn't look real, but it is in real life. I think that's so cool. I love things that don't look real, but they're real.
Yeah, totally. I love augmented reality. I want to use that more.
Apparently, it's really easy. Like it's supposed to be really
Yeah,
easy. It's just time, like it takes time to
totally.
do things.
Yeah. Do you know Death himself? I think that's their name. They're
No,
on
who's
Super
that?
Rare. They do these like crazy detailed landscapes of like the apocalypse. Like there'll be like an octopus monster eating a Godzilla while it's on fire, and there's like UFOs, right? And I'm pretty sure they paint them, but then like I don't know, you put your phone up to it or something, and then like they animate it as well. So like augmented reality, so it like starts to animate on your phone, and like that'd be perfect for my work. Like just more work, but like it's worth it, and I should probably start. You
I
know?
think so. Like, I sold this painting to a collector named Maddie. It's called I Flew Too Close to the Sun. And basically what the thing was is I sold the NFT, and whoever bought the NFT first, which happened to be Maddie, also got the physical painting, the original
Right.
physical painting. And if I were to ever do that again, I haven't been painting lately. This is an old painting. I'm showing a painting behind me. If I were to ever do that again, I want, like, let's say I animate the NFT, I want to also figure out augmented reality so that if the collector got the painting and they scanned it, it would move. I feel like that's such a cool touch. And I don't know. I want to learn that as well.
Totally. No, like that. Yeah, that's like exactly what I want to do as well. It just seems like a great way to blend the physical painting while like I don't know, like digital you can do things that aren't possible, right? So it's like you're still painting, you still have a tangible object, but then you're making it into something new. I love that.
Dude, imagine if we had an art show. This is me just brainstorming, thinking. Imagine if we had an art show and there was art paintings, like real
Yep.
paintings, 1-out-of-1s, and we said, "Oh, scan it with your phone." And someone did this, and it took them to the NFT on Super Rare or whatever nifty platform.
Yep.
Imagine that would be crazy. And then I don't know. I feel like that's super dope.
Yeah, that wouldn't be like hard to do either. I was actually in a show in Chicago, I think,
Uh-huh.
where basically the same thing where like they had one of my drawings, right? And then you would scan it with your phone and then someone animated it. So the
Dude,
drawing they picked was it was the bear sitting at the table with the bee. So then you put your phone up to the painting and like a little bee would fly out and hit you and then like fly around you and come back into the painting.
dude, I love that.
Like yeah, that was QZ Studios.
That's super dope.
Check them out.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
Benito? He's like part of
Yep.
that. Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
cool.
He does some insane stuff with the augmented reality.
Yeah, he was the first person. This was before I learned about crypto and all of this. He's the
Yep.
first person I've ever seen to do AR.
Yep.
And he does
With
it
that like house painting.
brilliantly. Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to buy something from him. I've been
Heck
wanting a
yeah.
piece from him.
Everyone should.
Yeah, he has that one piece where I think it's like two people outside of a house, and then like that painting was super interesting, and then like I don't know, a month later, he's like, "Oh, here's the augmented reality version. Like
Hmm.
you can like walk into the house." Like that
Dude, I
blew
want to
my
learn more
mind.
about him. Oh my god. We should talk to him.
Next guest.
Yeah, he's an interesting. I want to know how he learned about that and found out about that, because that he was the
Yeah.
first person ever I knew that knew about that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So I
because
would
a lot
love
of
to pick
people I
his brain.
know, yeah, a lot of people like get into crypto and then
Hmm.
they see all these like avenues, right?
Hmm.
But I think he's been like into AR for a while now. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we haven't even talked about it.
What?
You're getting your cousin an iPad?
Oh, my cousin an iPad, dude. Okay, so my little cousin, today is his 13th birthday. It would have passed by now because we're posting this later. But he likes to draw, and I support anybody who likes to draw. I want to help. And he's my little cousin. He's super cool. He's really smart. And um he likes digital. He lives in New Mexico, but they came here, and he tested out my iPad, and he was like, "This is awesome." And he was messing around. He didn't know how to use it really, but I tried to show him, and there was just like this little glimmer like in his eye, and he was like, "This is amazing." He asked for it and he didn't get it. And they're like, "This is so expensive. Why would we get this? Like, we don't even know if you like this." But in my heart, I'm like, this is the time that he would need this and to mess with it. And like, if I was 13, I wish I had an iPad to go crazy and do whatever I wanted. So I hope, I don't know. Anyway, an iPad is cool. If he doesn't like drawing anymore, he still has a cool iPad that he can do whatever he wants on
Totally.
it and play games or watch videos.
Yeah.
But I really
You could
think
like
he'd
change
like
his
it.
life,
Yeah.
like this could be the way that he gets into art. Seriously.
Um, I got him when I started with digital art. I got this off-brand, the cheapest Wacom tablet, where it's just a
Yep.
black plastic thing and you draw on it. And to see your drawing, you have to look up and look at your screen.
And
So
it's
it's,
laggy. Like there's a little bit
yes.
delay and it sucks.
And wherever your pencil is, the line isn't where your pen is. It's like far away. So you have to estimate all the time when you're drawing. And it's hard. Especially with like a cheaper, really cheaper off-brand one, it's even harder. But that's how I started with digital art. And I'll admit, it kind of discouraged me because it was so hard that I was like, I don't think I like digital art. This is so hard. Um, and I kind of just stopped for a little bit. I stopped for for like 2 months. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is way too hard.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was like, I don't have money for markers though. I don't have money for paint. This is my only option. So I got really good at it. I do think starting with that though, because it was so hard and I pushed myself to learn it, it made me better when I got the nicer products because I knew how to use the terrible hard one.
Right. If even like you were just more appreciative of like how advanced iPads have come, like
Hmm.
that first time trying the Apple Pencil, it's like VR. It's insane.
Dude, for real, where did you first try the Apple Pencil?
I think I oh no, my girlfriend has an iPad Air
Mm.
and like I was over at her house a while ago and like I was drawing on her notes app or something. And I was just amazed at how accurate it was.
Every time I would go to like Best Buy or the Apple store
Yep.
or even Walmart, because they have iPads on display as well, um, I would always ask my family, uh, can we go to the technology section? And they'd be like, sure. And we would go and walk to the iPad, and I would open Procreate and draw on it. And obviously, I didn't want to waste their time, or people who want to look at the iPad to buy it. I didn't want to waste their time, but I would draw a little bit. And each time I used it for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I fell in love. But the iPad's so expensive. I was like, how am I going to get this? So I would just go there and fantasize about getting it one day. Um, So it was the coolest feeling to save up my money from a clothing drop I did and to walk into, okay, it would have been cheaper to order the iPad online, but I wanted to go to the store and get it because I've never bought something so
Yeah.
expensive. Um, and I was like, I don't know, this is my first time getting something nice. I want to feel that feeling. I love Apple products. I want to feel that feeling um of going into the Apple store and being like, I want that. And you just get it and you buy it. And then you walk out of the store and you have the little bag. Because I would always see people and they bought like a laptop, and I'm like, whoa, they just bought a laptop and they're walking out of the store. So
Right.
for one day I got to be one of those people.
That's funny. I actually had
That
the same exact thing where it was
really?
like I could order it online, but it was gonna take a while. But like I would have saved money, like there's some sort of discount, like student discount, or could go to Costco that day and get
Mhm.
it. I was like, all right, like kind of want this now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did that.
And you just feel there's something about going there and like getting it. You're like, yes,
Totally.
it's mine.
Yeah. And like a part of me was like, I don't know, like I was so excited to get into art, like digital art, like NFT based art, just that whole world. It was like, yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's like, I'm ready. Like this is gonna be like this seems like really fun, like a whole new avenue. So it's like, all right, let's spend $1,000 on this like tablet.
Yeah, it's the
What
best
you're
thing
doing
to
to your
have.
cousin though, that's huge. Like, um, our last interview, should we should we spoil it? Are we allowed to?
Oh, spoil it. Go ahead, JW.
We had Pet. Oh God, I can't say it now.
Graciosi.
Graziosi. He does Life Noggin on YouTube, and we
Mhm.
were talking about how he got into art, and he had a neighbor that like was into interior design, and like when he was like 10 years old, she would just like show him all these different artists and like help him out, right? So we
Mhm.
were talking about that last time. So you're gonna be that person to your cousin,
That's
like if they
weird to think
become,
about.
yeah, if
That's
they're
so
gonna be,
strange.
yeah, like I feel like a lot of people in art have that person. Like for me, it was my uncle. He would like bring me art supplies, like show me it's possible, right? You had your grandma, right?
Mhm.
Your cousin, he keeps with it. He blows up. He's the next George Condo. He's gonna be
Dude,
like
yeah.
your view, being like, oh yeah, like I got an iPad when I was 13.
Dude, imagine. It was so crazy. Today we're on the phone. It's his birthday. And he was talking about how he wanted to be in art class, but the class was full. And then whatever we're talking about art, I said, how do you feel when you make art? We talked about feelings. And then I said, do you know what color theory is? And he said, no, what's that? And then we just talked about color theory. I said, okay, so there's the color wheel. And he said, yeah, I know the color wheel. And then we just talked about color theory. And he said, wow, I want to do more research on that. And I don't know. I just love talking about art. And when I was little, I don't know. It's like, no, you need to be a lawyer. You need to be a doctor. And I've obviously paved this way for myself to be like, no, I don't. I can be an artist. I can be myself. I can do whatever I want to do. And um, if I can, I want to help show. Also, he's just family, so like I want to be nice.
Respect. Yeah, totally. Yeah, having examples when you're young is the best because like if you want to be an artist, everyone says, oh, you're gonna be dead when you're famous. Like you won't make money until you're like dead or whatever, right? And I feel like we've talked about this before, but that's such a bad way to think. Like,
Mhm.
and like I get why parents say that. Like, obviously, it's kind of scary if your kid's like, "Oh, I want to be an artist," and like if your kid says that and you don't know anything about art, and like most people don't have time or don't even put time in to look at art or know anything about art, so of course they don't know like you can make it as an artist nowadays. Like, it's tough work, but it's possible, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, having like a real good example of that, like that's one of the most, like when I was starting out, that was one of the biggest things for me, was seeing that it's possible. Cause like you get told it's not for so long, right?
Do you think you're that person to anybody?
I like to think. Um, can't think of a great example, but I feel like I try my best to help people out. Like if they have a question or something, like I don't, maybe not to buying them an iPad extent, but like, you know, helping them out, showing them what I did wrong and how they can do better. I love it.
Maybe when you're old, you're like 60 and you're like this famous Jonathan Wolfe, the coolest artist. You're old and you meet this young artist and they're like, teach me your ways. And you teach them.
Right. It, I don't know, like obviously I'm doing it to help them, but like it feels good to help people, right?
It does.
Um, I remember I went to a gallery with my friend a couple of years ago, and one of the artists there, he had like he would like paint in the gallery. It was really neat. Um, can't remember his name, but he does 3D paintings where like he literally just uses paint, but like it's like he does the overlapping thing.
Mm.
So you were to put 3D glasses on, they actually become 3D.
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah, I'll have to find them because like they're incredible works. But while he was painting, me and my friend were just talking to him, and like we ended up talking to him for like an hour, right?
That's
Like
awesome.
he barely got any work done, but he decided to talk to us. And like I remember like we talked to him, he like gave us all this advice. And then right after that, like outside of the gallery was like a Starbucks or something. We just go inside there, like take out our sketchbooks, like write everything we heard down, like and just like go over it. And like we're just freaking out that this dude like actually cared enough to talk to us. It's like I'll never forget that, even though I forgot his name. But I know him. I know him. But like those moments stick with you, right? So I think it's cool. Like I don't think I've had a huge one like that, but maybe like maybe someone felt cool afterwards, you know, like I love that.
Dude, yeah. I mean, even talking to you before we did this podcast, you inspired me. Or I would ask you advice. Even yesterday, I asked you for advice about like life, and you helped me. Like you're cool. But I have a similar experience. I was at a music store for a long time. I thought I wanted to be a musician. So
Interesting.
yeah, I was at a music store and I was just looking at the people who like sit there and play. And I was admiring this guy playing the piano. And I was standing in the corner looking at him from far away. And he turned around. He said, "Oh, do you play? Like, do you want to play this? Am I taking up the instrument?" And I said, "Oh, no, no, no." Like, keep playing. And he said, "Oh, do you play?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Come here." And he like showed me like the song. He talked to me about like music and his thoughts and just like what he does and advice. And for like an hour as well. And as soon as I got home, I took out my diary and I said, "This guy's so cool. I can't believe he just stopped doing what he was doing to talk to me. What?" And his advice too. And I don't know. It's so cool that a stranger. Oh my god, my alarm.
Every time. That's usually right before it though.
It's so cool that
That's so funny.
it's so cool. It's so cool that a stranger took the time to talk to me.
Right. Yeah, and it's like when you're starting out and you suck and like someone you look up to is like actually like respecting you enough to talk to you, like that's huge. That gives you like confidence and like I don't know, like I guess just paying it forward. Like I feel like everyone has gotten help at some point. So it's like if you don't help someone else out, like you should probably try to, you know, like I think that's good. Good thing to strive for.
Yeah, it really is a respect thing. And just it doesn't matter who they are. Just the fact that someone they don't even have to be older, just someone in the same space
Right.
gave knowledge that you didn't know, or maybe you did know, but they said it just comes from them, and it's nice to
Yep.
hear something you already know from someone else.
Yeah, or just like learn from their mistakes. Like
Yeah.
just learn one thing you don't have to figure out for yourself. Like that's huge.
And that they're confident enough to tell you. I
Yeah.
find myself to be a little nervous. So when someone is confident enough to be like, I'm gonna share this information with you, and I don't care if you know it or
Yeah.
don't know it, I love that. It makes me think they're really cool, and I'm like, I want to be like that. I want to be more confident enough to share and to connect with others.
Yeah, totally. I remember when I was like, I think I was 9. No, I was probably like 10. I don't know, that age range. I was in Hawaii for a trip with my family. And at the place we were staying, there's this older dude who was an artist, right? And like we would see him at the pool all the time. So we were talking to him, and he was like telling us what it was like being in art school in the 70s and all this stuff, like super interesting. And then he recommended me drawing on the right side of the brain, like that classic book everyone read. And like just from reading that book, like gave me so much confidence in being an artist and like my abilities. Like all he did was recommend it, but like I'll like never forget about that. Like if he didn't recommend that, like would my art have gone in the same direction? Would my confidence be the same in art? Like how would it be different? Because I remember that book made such a big impact on me that like it's crazy to think all he did was like oh hey kid, like you should read this book, and then like told me about it.
Yeah, and he probably forgot about it too. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I love that. I'm like getting progressively more stuffed up as we do this. I hope it's not like annoying
Oh,
people.
I don't notice. To me, you just sound tired.
Oh, okay, good.
No, no big
Like
deal.
can't breathe right now.
Uh-oh.
Not COVID, okay. Yeah, I guess to end, um, thanks for the VR headset. I've already said this like I don't know 5 times already, but like
Did
thank
you like
you.
my cool
That's
note?
huge.
I don't even remember what I
I
wrote.
loved it. I saved it. Yeah,
I was like, you're my friend. You're so cool. Merry Christmas.
I love that. That was so sweet. Um, there's like a 4-week lockdown in Alberta starting tomorrow. Can't see anyone for 4 weeks, which like fair enough. Like COVID's going crazy here. Like
Yeah.
it sucks, but like, that VR headset is gonna like really help out. Like make the 4 weeks go by a lot
I
faster.
hope you get inspiration, or I don't know, just mess around, do whatever.
Totally. You're like the ultimate old dude in Hawaii that like recommends books, you know?
I'm the ultimate old dude in Hawaii. I love that.
Awesome. All right. I think you got to go get this iPad now, right?
Yeah, let's end this.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Everyone think about your person that gave you cool advice. Who's special
Yeah.
to you? Tell us.
And yeah, try to be that person maybe.
Yeah, try to be that person. Yeah, that's a way better message. Yes.
Awesome. All right.
Bye-bye.